Okay, we're live now.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the August meeting of I'm going to mute.
Cynthia, we're getting background noise from you, I think.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the August meeting of the Prince George's County Cable Television Commission. I am Cherie Gibson, the chair.
I'm Festus Udejofor.
Kathleen Driver.
Cynthia Miller.
We will proceed with our agenda as it appears here on the screen. The first order of business is the approval of the minutes from our July meeting. Commissioners, have you had an opportunity to review the minutes? Are there any changes or revisions you wish to see for the minutes?
No changes.
No changes.
Okay, thank you. So no changes. We will accept and approve the minutes as they were presented. We will move next to the action items.
There are no action items at this time.
Okay. The monthly reports is next.
Okay, so the monthly report for the Prince George's County Cable Television Commission for the month of July 2022. For Comcast, we have 3 open calls. For Verizon, we have 5 open calls. They're all closed and no outstanding calls. So that concludes my report.
Thank you for that report. The Community Television of Prince George's County report is next.
Oh yes, that report was submitted and it was accepted.
Right, excellent. So now we are reached the portion of our meeting where we hear from the public. Do we have any members of the public registered to provide comment this evening?
Okay, looking at it right now, we have a Miss D, somebody with D-E-E, D. Can you hear us? Miss D, can you hear us? Okay, I just requested for her to unmute.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on mute. You know, she muted her line, so I just sent her a request.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And that appears to be the only potential member of the public on right now. Okay. Oh.
I'm unmuted. Hi.
Good
Hello.
evening.
Good evening.
Would you like to make a comment before the commission?
Well, my only issue is the fact that being a senior, you really don't get any discounts with the cable company. And they want you to pay that extreme amount of money, which is kind of ridiculous, knowing that seniors get 1 check a month. That's my only comment that I had.
Okay. Thank you for joining us and thank you for the comment. Do you currently have service with either Verizon or Comcast?
I have Verizon's phone and internet service, but I don't have the cable because I can't afford it.
Okay. So I know that each one of those companies does have, some packages from the basic package to, different ways that you can customize your service. I don't know. I see Miss Handy is on the line. Miss Handy, is there anything else you can offer about being able to access any kind of package?
Well, I want to say one thing. I'm already paying $110 a month, and if I got the cable, that's an extra $65 that I can't afford.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was having problems unmuting, but we do have, several packages, and, I don't know her financial situation, but there is, if she qualifies for the federal program, we do have reduction in prices for that, but we do not have a flat rate senior citizens discount. She is correct on that.
And so that drove, I did call Verizon and ask, and they did tell me about the discount rate that's if you qualify
Right.
from the federal government. And I said, that's not going to happen for me.
If I could just interject something, this is Tammy Watkins with Comcast. I have on my shirt today because I was actually at an event talking to seniors. And the program that Ms. Handy's referencing, and please jump in here and correct me if I'm wrong, is the Affordable Connectivity Program. And if you are eligible, and actually a lot of seniors are finding themselves eligible, it can reduce the cost of your internet service dramatically. The federal benefit alone is $30 a month applied to your internet service. And then just by virtue of being a Maryland resident, there is another benefit on top of that at $15, making the total benefit $45. If you are receiving any sort of supplemental income, housing assistance, Medicaid, you're immediately eligible for the benefit. And I know both Comcast and Verizon have the means to help you apply for that benefit and then have it applied to your service. Another really interesting point that I'll bring up, you mentioned you have the internet but not cable service, and maybe you just haven't had anybody talk you through this. But one thing that I can tell you, I do see a lot of seniors when I'm at senior events, they are streaming more content than they are consuming a cable product. And I don't know if you've thought about that or talked to anybody about that, but I just wanted to share with you that that's an option that I do see other seniors leveraging to keep their cable costs low. And I'll stop there. And if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Well, I do understand what you're saying, but I'm not even streaming because I can't afford to stream because you got to pay for those as well. My issue is I have Verizon's phone and I have their internet. And to get the cable, that's going to be $65. Then they're telling me to apply to the federal government. I don't think with my income, one income in the household, you got all the bills, mortgage and everything, that I would even qualify for that, even though I do have Medicare. I don't think I would qualify.
If you'll bear with me 1 second, I think I do have the, well, I'd be happy to send you, well, I'll stop. I mean, you're Ms. Handy's customer, but somewhere I know I have the benefits, the qualifications handy, and I'll send those to the Cable Commission.
Tammy, thank you. I appreciate your help. But, as Tammy said, if she wants, we can send her we can send her the qualification information for Verizon as well. I can get our state government affairs team to get the information for her.
Okay, so you're Verizon, so you have my information and address on file already.
I don't, ma'am. But we can get it from Gina.
We don't even have it. I'm going to ask her to give me her phone number so we can contact her.
My phone number?
Yes, please.
301 686
686
1383.
1383. Okay, that's 301 686 1383.
Yes.
Okay, I have it. Thank you.
So thank you. We will follow up with you to get some further details on your contact information to be able to share with you some of these things that Ms. Handy and Ms. Watkins have described, and see if you would qualify, or see what you may be able to take advantage of.
Okay, I can give you my post office box now if you want it.
No, your phone number is good. We're going to contact you and get more information from you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
You're welcome.
I see we've had a few additional people to join, Gina.
I have a Phyllis Moon.
Phyllis
Moon. Miss Phyllis
Yes.
Moon, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any complaint to state before the commission?
Yes, I came in sort of late. Let me take my mute off. I came in sort of late, but I get your emails and I am very concerned with the cost. I have Comcast and I've been with Comcast for years. I recently retired and I only watch 3 of your cable channels. And I have your triple package, your phone, the internet and cable. And my concern is that there's no package that would allow someone with my cable viewing taste to, get a decent package. I pay $250 and I only watch 3 of your cable channels minus the basic 4, 5, 7, and 9. And I keep it because I want those local channels. And like I heard someone else say, if I went with a streaming package, then I'm still paying and I'm not guaranteed. When I go to channel 4, want to watch the weather, I don't want to have to go through a whole series of steps. I just want to be able to turn on. So that's my situation now. I just think $250 is a bit much for a basic phone, a landline, cable, and then the internet. And I've tried to talk to Comcast, which is not easy to get to a person. The only thing they tell me is, okay, I have 3 boxes, but a box is only $4 a month. That $4 does not impact that 250. I mean, I'm looking for a real savings. And it seems the only way that I can do that is to drop the cable or I don't know. I just think $250 for a senior. I mean, we have different viewing tastes. So why not create a package for a senior or older person's viewing habits? I mean, I don't do HBO and all of that other stuff. I basically do 3 or 4 channels and it's a lot. So that's why I said, well, let me go in and see if they do have any workable solutions. And I see Verizon is on also. My thought was to switch to Verizon, but I'm getting the impression that the packages are going to be the same. And so you force, I don't know at this point, I don't know what to do. I don't want to go without cable. I've tried buying one of those antennas and they're iffy. Like I said, when I want to see the weather, I want to be able to turn on channel 9 or 7 and get the weather. So those are my concerns.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us and thank you for sharing your concerns with us this evening. Ms. Watkins, is there anything else that you wanted to add just because she is a Comcast customer?
Certainly, yeah. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. I would appreciate having you certainly don't have to give here, but if there is a way for us to follow up with you separately.
You can have it. It's
okay.
301.
Can we have your phone number, please?
That's what I'm giving you. 301 464 4244. And I've had Comcast for, I don't know, it's 10, 15 years. But I'm going to have to, I had 250 is unrealistic. So, and I do use the internet a lot because I taught. I'm a retired teacher. So I did use the internet a lot and I still do.
So yeah, and we can talk offline. You know, on one hand, I sincerely regret that we don't live in a world and in a time where cable TV providers want to cooperate with the carriers to develop packages that are more suitable to everybody's taste. So I'm entirely
that's it.
sympathetic. I'm entirely
That's it.
sympathetic to your concern.
It's the channels that don't want to, that don't,
yeah, and we can certainly talk about it more offline, but you know, I mean, I think you, along with a lot of people, would love an a la carte situation with cable channels, but just unfortunately, the way the cable industry operates just doesn't support that. I know you may have heard me mention streaming services before, but you're
yes,
absolutely right. Streaming services are one of the ways that people, rather than, you know, take a cable product, they leverage something like a Hulu subscription. Hulu offers a free basic subscription.
I've tried Hulu.
Yeah, and there are others that do it. And there are also subscription services that you can take advantage of as a Comcast customer, where if you like one or two particular programs, if that streamer offers that channel, you know, you want to look into options whereby maybe instead of carrying the cable product, you take advantage of a streaming product. But that's above and beyond. The other thing that I do want to point out too is, yeah, that equipment, you know, that's always a big factor. And like, you know, just for example, I believe you said you had 4 boxes or
three.
So
but I only have one main box. The other ones are they don't allow for,
sure.
They're the basic, they're the smaller boxes.
Sure. So, you know, it just speaks to, you know, I really would love the opportunity to take a look at your account, follow up with you, take a look at your account,
Sure.
and see what options we have. And the one thing I cannot impart enough, the Affordable Connectivity Program is a wonderful benefit. You know, a lot of people think that you know, it's a low to moderate income option. And I was literally just trying to pull up the eligibility requirements right now. But, you know, if that's something that you would be eligible for to help reduce the cost of your internet service, if I gave you $45 a month every month on your bill, that would be a benefit, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, so that's another option that I can't impart enough. You know, people, you know, a lot more. What we are finding is there are a lot more people who are eligible for that benefit than people who are actually taking it.
Well, you know what? One thing is, like I said, I've been trying to investigate my cable options for let's see, about 6 to 8 months now. And the problem is it's very difficult to get a person on Comcast to talk about your options. What they want to do is either up you to a different package or talk about, you know, the equipment which you explained, but no one, there's no representative that talks about your options. This is the first I've heard of the federal program or the $45 program. So I think that's why a lot of people are not aware.
I mean, a lot of our retirees, senior citizens, just by virtue of your income alone, can make you automatically eligible. And I'm so sorry, I'm literally trying to find the eligibility. It's a federal program, so I'm trying to find the federal guidelines right now.
That's fine. It's worth the wait. Even if you call me offline with the information.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you guys do have an option. At least you are, you know, considering seniors.
Thank you, Ms. Moon, for joining us again. And we will be able to circle back with you with some of this information.
Thank
and,
you.
You know, have Ms. Watkins be able to kind of personally walk you through what your options are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next person we have Mr. Anthony Young. Mr. Anthony, are you on board? Can you hear us? Anthony Young? I think he's muted. Okay, so we can go on to Candice Golden. Miss Candice Golden, are you there? She's also on mute. They're both on mute. I have sent them a request to unmute.
Hello,
Okay, who is this?
Hello.
Candace Golden.
Okay, great. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Awesome.
Okay.
Mr. Young, can you,
Hello, two people are talking. Hello, is this, are you all together, Anthony and Candice? I'm sorry. Are you together? Because I
No.
can hear two voices. Okay,
No.
so let's hear from Mr.
Wait, wait,
Anthony.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, but the noisy background, can you try to minimize the noise in the background and so we can hear you?
I'm at a restaurant. Hold on, I'm gonna go outside. You get out.
Hello?
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
All right, I was just inside a restaurant and that's what, can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, go ahead and state your complaints before the commission.
Actually, I pay my mom's cable bill and I'm kind of having like the same problem that the lady before me had of a bill of $239 or $232. And my mom is 80. So, what discounts do she have or what discounts can I apply for being unemployed? And we have Comcast. One of the things I do notice she won't get rid of, and it's probably because she's 80, she won't get rid of her box, which you'll keep charging $31 a month. And I know if you get rid of that box, you'll give us a refund. But, some people are still trapped up in Jim Crow time frame, but we passed that. But what other discounts can she get or we can get?
thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Watkins.
Sure. So once again, I cannot impart enough. Take a step back. So there's no specific senior discount for service, whether you are Comcast, Verizon, Suddenlink, any provider. There's no direct benefit for senior citizens. But I hate to toot the same horn again. The Affordable Connectivity program, the Affordable Connectivity benefit is something that we just don't see a lot of eligible folks who could take it. We just don't see them taking it. So I would encourage you to explore that option, because if part of your bill is internet, that is a $45 credit on your internet. When I hear bills in excess of $200, that tells me that I'm probably looking at a lot of larger packages, maybe some equipment that you're paying for. And to your point about your mother not willing to retire certain equipment that she enjoys and that she leverages, I would lean on you to maybe consider what alternatives to that equipment that we have, whether it be, getting rid of a device or even scaling back a device. One thing that I will say is, when you look at benefits like an ACP benefit, you want to make sure that the service, if it's not in your name, we have to make sure that the benefit follows the account holder, and certainly, would leverage you to help with that application. And then always, like I'd also mentioned earlier, a lot more seniors are leveraging streaming services rather than taking cable packages. And that's another alternative to consider. I know this may not help specifically, but one thing that I will point out is, like with anything, when you're trying to economize, it really is, walking that line between what you need versus what you don't. And, to Phyllis's earlier comment, we want to make sure we're being a better partner to customers in that search. So I'll stop there and I'll take any other questions.
I had another quick question.
Okay, hold on, Ms. Moon. I just want to make sure that Mr. Young understands what's been said and kind of the way forward to see if your mother will qualify for the federal program that Ms. Watkins mentioned.
Yeah. Well, all I need is there a number or a website I can go to see if she qualifies for that, really?
I can try to drop the FC. It's a federal program. I can try and drop the FCC link in the chat when I'm done here. If not, I can certainly, if that doesn't work, I can make sure that the Prince George's County Cable Commission office carries it. Something that I'll point out to the Prince George's County in this discussion, if there's any way folks like us and Verizon can promote on the website a link to, because again, it's a benefit that's available that so many people qualify for, but they just don't know about it. Certainly would be interested in looking for ways to partner with the county to push that information out.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Watkins. I was just going to suggest talking with Gina and the staff, Margaret, and the rest of the commissioners to see if there was a way that we could do an e-blast or do some kind of newsletter, that comes out from the county exec's office or from the commission. I mean, I get all those. I'm sure we all are signed up for all those emails, and we definitely could do some promotion of that program. So that's a great suggestion.
If it helps, I've got language and links already drafted and queued up that I can send. So if you do want to push it out either in a tweet on Facebook, if you want to put it on an email blast alert, I'm actually in communication with Councilmember Edward Burrows's office. They're looking to try and put a blast out in a lot of their materials, but I have language ready to go that you can just press send and push it out to people. And it would be a direct link to these applications.
Excellent, excellent. So we'll definitely follow up with you. I will coordinate with our staff partners here and find out the best way to do that.
Mr. Young, can I have your phone number, please? Mr. Young?
Yes, 240
240
797
797
3911.
3911. Okay, that's 240 797 3911, right?
Yes.
That's correct. Okay, great. Also, Ms. Watkins, we do have our website that we can, update all kinds of links that you might have to promote any promotion that you have. We always update that in our website and, so that the public can view that. So, we can talk about that after the meeting. We can provide those information. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So
I think Ms. Moon had a follow-up question.
yes, we have Ms. Candice. Ms. Candice Golden, are you there now?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I do apologize for that interruption, but yes, we're ready for you right now.
Okay. Also, I want to let you know that I do have the number to the lifetime that affordable cable. I was authorized. I applied for that. I had to get above the cable because it had gotten too high. So I returned everything and then I went to just the internet only. They kept sending me links that I could, because of being a senior, Medicare, I could get assistance. So I went to Lifeline, did all the paperwork. I got an application number. When I talked to them, they said I had been approved, but cable Comcast is saying they don't see anything. That maybe it was 90 days. I need to redo it, but I did apply for it and I'm baffled by the follow through because I did apply. I have an application number. The company said that's all I needed to do, and Comcast is saying I don't have it. Also, when I did have Comcast, they sent me emails saying that I may have overpaid. You had to go online and do this, but they kept dropping that. And so naturally, if you overpay for something, you should just be able to just get that without filling out this internet thing. So those are just my two concerns.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Watkins.
So yeah, I just want to make sure, if you know if your benefit, your Lifeline benefit, is it still, do you still have it or has it already expired?
Right. I had the application number. I went to Comcast.
Does
They
it begin
pulled
with
it
a
up.
D or a B?
Excuse me?
Does it begin with a D or a B?
It started with a Q.
Okay. Okay. So one of the things that we're realizing with some people, the number doesn't automatically port to your provider. You are still responsible for physically reporting the number. So I would have to go back and look and see, because certainly if you shared that number with us and we still haven't applied the benefit, okay, then we need to understand why the benefit wasn't applied.
Right.
And then relative to a refund, that's another billing issue that I would have to take back. But thank you for coming to the meeting and sharing that. And if you don't mind just sharing your phone number or a way to get in touch with you.
Sure. My telephone number is 240-551-8890.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And I just wanted to circle back with Ms. Moon. I thought she had a follow-up question, but maybe it was answered.
I do.
Okay.
Number one, I think Ms. Watkins had stated that there is no senior benefit. Why not? Why isn't someone working towards something like a senior benefit? And I think that you would actually find offering a senior benefit could up your revenues, because then seniors, their needs would be met more. That's just a comment. There are lots of places that have senior discounts. Why not Comcast? Why not Verizon? And the other comment was to getting the word out about the discounts. Well, yes, the internet is a good source, but we're talking seniors here. Not all of them are tech savvy. So trying to find some other means of getting to those seniors might be an idea. Yes, I mean, email, but I think you've got to find another way to get to seniors, maybe putting it in their bill, a notice in their bill that this program is available. Those are just two comments, but why not a senior discount? Why not? Everybody else has them. You might find it would actually raise your revenues. That's just sharing.
No,
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, and I want you to know, that's not lost on anybody in the industry, Comcast or Verizon. And definitely that is something that is being discussed industry wide. I also do want to point out, for some seniors, there are other subsidized programs that may help lower bills if you are a member of AARP, if you're a member of AAA. Much like you'd mentioned senior discounts being available in other places, I would certainly say that there are other entities and organizations that can make offers that you can leverage to lower services like cable and internet. And I would certainly encourage anybody to consider that or look at those options. And then relative to industry providers providing senior discounts, that's unfortunately they are not available specific to senior citizens. That's not to say they shouldn't be, and that's certainly not to say that that's not something that we're aware of as an industry. So we continue to look for a solution in that space.
Thank you. Thank you. And just so those on the phone are aware, Ms. Watkins has put in the chat a link to the information that she has talked about, but we will definitely be following up with each of you individually, as we've stated, to help walk you through some of your questions. I think with that, that might be, although I see someone trying to join now, a Zoom user.
I think I saw a Zoom user, but
Trying to connect to audio, yeah.
okay. They're not connected. Zoom user, can you hear us? Margaret, did you just let them in?
Yes, I did. I did let the user in.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. They're not speaking.
Yeah, they're not connected to audio. It seems like
Right.
that's taking a bit of time.
Okay, so we can go ahead and then we can circle back and see. If
Okay, we just have a few items left on the agenda. We are now at commissioners' comments. Do any of our commissioners present this evening have any comments or questions, concerns this evening that they would like to share?
No, I don't have any.
No? Okay. Oh, Zoom user, can you hear us?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we can move on. And
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have no comments from commissioners this evening. So we'll just note at this time that our next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, September 28th, right here on Zoom. We thank all the wonderful members of the public who have joined us today to share with you your concerns and your experiences. And we also want to thank Ms. Watkins from Comcast for, fielding these concerns and providing us with the great information that you have. Staff will be following up with each of you in the next coming weeks to help further the conversation. So if there's no other business before the commission, we will stand adjourned. Thank you all for coming and have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you for joining and good night. Have a great
All right, thank you.
weekend.